welcome aboard. It is the 5th of July, 2021. We are about to delve in to our next turn, September 9th, 1939. Time for secrets. Secrets are over. Okay. Let's see how badly things have gone. Clear weather turn. German losses at 6%. Okay, so we're already at 6% with the Germans. Good. Campaign-wise, getting them up over that 10% line is good. Our own losses are 22%, which is nasty. Okay, let's review the turn. Expected losses, yeah. The easy pickings, of course, they're going to pick those off. This is going to be more interesting to see what happens up here. Yeah, the Katowice front is now completely lost, but that was we gave up on that so we could try to retreat. The southern edge is holding because it has good positions like that. Again, 900 German casualties for 200 Polish, and we're holding. Airstrike. Oh, 1,400 German casualties for 400 Polish. Yeah, that's why we left that southern line. We wanted that southern tip up there because they had entrenchment. They had depth. They can hold. Northern side, though, yeah, that part was weak because they were retreating before, so they couldn't hold. This part looks kind of grim. 500 casualties. Yeah. Expected. Yeah. Oh. The mighty Polish tanks have survived. I don't know how, but they've survived. I'm guessing the Germans didn't have a lot of AP left, so they were just kind of throwing themselves out there. Yeah. What part was that? Oh, yeah, that was basically the destroyed division, regiment, rather. Not much left of it, so that was expected. That's nasty. Let's see what's going up north. Ow. Yeah. Oh, I was kind of hoping they'd attack that, but they just encircled it rather than attack it, which makes sense. Yeah. They're still full entrenchment in there, so it's going to take some work to get them out. Hopefully, at least. I'm hoping they'll take a couple of German casualties with them. Okay. A German armored train has attacked my regiment. That's ill-advised. The armored train by itself is not very powerful. It takes infantry support to function. Yeah, those background units are lost. As expected. Very rough losses. That's not good. Let's see this. This area here, these guys are lost. They've been lost for days now. But these guys, if this bridge head here holds, we can retreat more of these guys down south. And if this breaks, if the Germans strike through this line here, these guys are doomed. So that's what I'm mostly afraid of right now. Yep. Artillery preparations. Airstrike. Another airstrike. Fuck! They broke through. Okay. So those units, we have to perform some kind of desperate counterattack to dislodge that one unit from there. Too bad I pulled my artillery too far back. Not sure we can do that. Okay. Heavy German casualties again, but they took that town. That's alright. We might even... I'm not sure. I don't think we can push them back, but we can try. More German strikes. Oh, but we held. Good, good. And over here, yeah, the Germans have opened up their line. As expected. Pushing back the weak workers units. We've held. Good, good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is a bad situation. Oh, and they moved tanks in there as well. We're not getting those guys out. It's probably not worth fighting over it. Just try to blow the bridge and sacrifice those units. It's all we can do. These guys need to retreat in haste. Otherwise, they'll get cut off. They don't have a rail line anymore, so they're in trouble. The 4th Panzer has just rushed behind them. Oh, boy. Yep, that's grim. Another good loss for the Germans, at least. A bit greedy, a bit hasty, so we can kind of capitalize on that, but still. Okay, up here. We've caused some confusion. Not much, but some. So rather than stick around here, we're just going to retreat these troops out. Out of there, bit by bit. I'm tempted to just abandon those 2,000 cavalrymen there. Pull these guys southbound. Make sure they at least survive. We are going to try a desperate attack here. And it succeeds. It was desperate, but it succeeded. That's all that matters. We can afford more of those workers unit this turn. That's good. We can get there. Do we have any aircraft capable of reconning this area? Please. Give me aerial recon now. Yes. Is there anything in those swamps up there? No. I mean, this is one of those stupid disruption attempts again. Up to that hex. Not quite far enough to that hex. Oh, there's a cavalry unit there. That blocks us off. Too bad. I didn't see this unit here. Let's see, if we can inflict good casualties, this might work, but I don't expect much. Yeah, not much done. Let's do it. Yes! Success! We forced them to retreat. Which means at least some of these units can be rail moved out of there. Nothing that actually fought there. Those artillery units are they're stuck. They can't go anywhere, but We managed to push them back. That's all that matters. That's just flak and artillery up there. Huh. Interesting. Is this dumb? Yes. Do we have full readiness? We do. Do it. Yes! Good, good, good. More German casualties than Polish casualties. Plus we managed to push them back a little. That's valuable. Highly valuable. Okay. I didn't leave anything to try and blow that bridge. I was too focused on breaking out of there that I didn't leave anything behind to deal with the bridge, but that's alright. We'll deal. I moved this unit. This HQ here is in a pretty precarious position. That was a little bit risky. They might try to rush this gap, but I have 3 units of cavalry around plus this infantry here. They shouldn't be able to hold that, even if they temporarily take it. What's the supply situation in the city? They are still getting supplies, because their HQ is no longer blocked off, so that's good. These guys need to fall back across the river. Put an artillery strike on their lead unit. These guys are starting to get alarmingly close to Warsaw. Just saying. Which if I'm going to transfer this force here. Who's commanding you guys? The Lod's operational group. Where's your HQ? Up here, okay. So yeah, this southern side of the Lod's area is kind of in trouble. I don't want to move these guys, they have such good entrenchment. I want the Germans to have to fight them, not just rush past them. That might not be an option, but we'll see. That's all the troops we can get out right now. Oh no, these guys can't get across the river. They're too weak. Yeah, there's more Germans that way. Where do I send my reserves? I can pull up some of those workers' units. They're kind of shit. But they cover ground. They absorb some German troops. Where do I put them? Whoa, 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 wrong button. Artillery, there we go. That's what I actually wanted to do. So that's their lead unit having suffered quite heavily. Gonna move one of those workers unit. It's a weak unit, but we can do what? Maximum 200 entrenchment. So we're gonna just have them sit there in Grodno. Yeah. I'm happy with this breakout. Buys us a little more time again. Buys these guys some more time. Forces the Germans to attack harder. They have a huge block of artillery here. That's kind of terrifying. The defense of Poznan, I'm not sure what to think of that right now. I'm preventing the Germans from crossing the river at this point. They have one unit across from here, but that doesn't get them much. It's got more up here, probably. They're probably going to try to strike at the north side. We can't bring those workers here. It has to be a major city, so we could bring them to Poznan, but that would be risky as hell. Plus, it's too far out, because if these guys push north and these guys push south, then we're all cut off here. That's not an option. I'm thinking putting them in Lodz, and then using them to bolster this line a little bit, try to extend it north so we can defend further. Or I could just bring them to Warsaw and have them, like, barricade the hell out of the city. Or I could bring them to Rodom and try to help keep these guys from getting cut off. They're just artillery, there's no point in that. Or tanks, rather. It's a better target for artillery. Not much achieved. I don't know what to do. Do I want the workers to defend the center, or do I want them at the outskirts? That's the question now. Because this bulge here, this German advance, has very little between it and Warsaw. If I pushed more troops here, or here, we might be able to buy some time. But it risks leaving Warsaw itself too open. I'm just going to do a full airstrike with everything I can. It inflicts some casualties. It's worth it. Plus it takes down their readiness to fight. That's the key value here. I'm going to put them in Lodz. Fortify the hell out of the city with those guys. For what? Dobroni! These guys ain't worth much, but they're mine now. will fight you to the death. With Herr Rommel. That should make Lodz look a bit more intimidating, a little less easy to walk through. Now this group can still try to slip in here, but I'm hoping that the Germans are going to outreach, like they're going to... I don't know. They have so many troops that it might not be possible. I'm trying to keep the line open for these guys to retreat, but it might not be possible. Okay. I think we've done pretty much all we can. That's all of our political points wasted, but it also means... Well, total troops have been going steadily down, but... 165,000 casualties sustained. 50,000 German casualties. It's something. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but it's something. I'm going to surrender that point for now. I'd rather hold on to the bridgehead than the city. Plus, we still have the fallback line here. How many victory points? Przemysl is worth only 1 victory point. The key here is that Przemysl leads to the evac hex. I'm going to go with my reading of the rules, where it just says that... Oh shit, I think... No, wait, it has worked, yeah. Where it says that if the unit could reach the exit hex by just marching along the current front lines, then it gets out. I'm not sure if that's actually how this works. That might not be how this works. I might just rail transfer stuff onto those hexes on the last turn if I can. Suwalska Cavalry Brigade. I'm sorry, guys, but there is no way I'm saving you. You're screwed. That's all there is to it. Apparently, my opponent's done the same thing I did, which is to bring forward the Königsberg Fortress Division, which I believe is intended to be securing this area here. Which does probably mean they don't have anything in the back there. Could I just send these workers marching up there? Take the undefended city of Königsberg. 5 victory points? Oh, that would be fucking glorious if that works. I have no expectation that it'll work. What the hell? We can send those guys in for a little bit of a walkie-walk. I'm expecting them to strike at this hex next turn. With these guys, and these guys, and these guys all together. And I can't send any reinforcements in there. So that's all we have. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. I'm trying to keep these divisions back. I'm so tempted to just throw them forward right now. My whole brain is screaming, just do it, you know. But I want to keep them back. I want, for when this line has now basically broken, if these Germans start rushing south, then I have the option. Well, they can't rush too far south. That's the key here. They have to stop here. They can try to rush south and try to get behind these troops, but we have 2 divisions guarding here. They can't rush Warsaw. Oh, we have 1 more division up here, actually. Where was I taking this division? They left here. I had a plan for them. I have no recollection of what the hell that plan was. Shit. Yeah, I have no idea what my plan was for these guys. Maybe bring them up here to bolster this flank. Or just take this river line here. Shit. I have no recollection of what my plan here was. Alright, strategic review. Where do we want the 44th Infantry Division? We could rush them south to try and head off this. We could rail transit them to Novie. I'm not sure if there's a J in there somewhere. How do you... I don't know how to pronounce Polish. Or we could... I don't think the Germans are breaking through this line. This line is pretty freaking sturdy. They have 1 division... They have 2 divisions here. I have 2 divisions plus a cavalry regiment, plus an infantry division, plus some workers in reserve. They should not break through that so easily. That should hold. Right? Right? He asks, hopefully. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Hello. We're in for some interesting times as I try to rush up north into this gap. I feel the Germans have overextended themselves. They're pushing too hard. They're ill-prepared. Even with the 61st Division, which is for some reason one part of it is over there. These guys are the problem. The reserves coming in. But they don't have that yet. We might be able to cause some serious disruption here and slow them down. That's the key here. Slow them down. We don't need to do it for much longer. We need to do it for like, what? 6 to 7 more turns? As long as these forces survive, the Germans can't just walk through them. They have to fight somewhere. I'm going to just bring these guys into Warsaw for now. And then we're going to decide what we do with them. They're now, the 44th Infantry Division is now considered my reserve for when shit hits the fan. They can be transported. I hate the fact that I blew that bridge. They can march north to guard this line. They can be rail transported up here, where I've blown another bridge I probably shouldn't have. They can be rail transported the long way around here to Bialystok. They can be rail transported here to Kutno, up to Włocławek. Yes, that. Or they can head south or southwest. I'm most weakest probably in my southern head here. Like, this region here is fucked. But if the Germans want to reach Warsaw, they have to break off from here sometime. The 4th Light Division, the 2nd Panzer Division, they can't just sit here fighting these guys. They have to move north at some point. And the Slovaks alone, they're not going to do much. So yeah, that's it. Interesting times. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I wish I had defensive cards, but such cards do not exist in my decks, apparently. Nobody has them. Warsaw. Still no cards. Great. Good. Awesome. So I have one fast move card for these guys. I might use that in the retreat next turn. And that's about it. This guy is the only one with a hold ground card, but he has like a 10% chance each turn to get it. So, that's not much. That ain't much, I tell ya. These guys are fully entrenched already, so there's no easily going through them. Same here, like these edges have been fortifying for a while now. There's no easy way through them. How much does it take to move across the Vistula? Much. That's plus 20 move, so these guys can still cross the Vistula easily. Yep. Okay. There's no point looking at this anymore. I could just keep staring and guessing and second guessing and wondering all day long, but there is no point to that. So rather than do that, I'm just gonna wrap up here, call it a day, and we'll see what happens next turn. Thanks for watching.